Okay, I'm back. So, we are doing season 1, episode 2, The Haunting of Bly Manor. And this one is called The Pupil. From the last series, all I really know is these two little kids is weird. Miles has an issue, and Flora has a thing about dolls. I do have a guest with me this time. He can introduce himself if he feels like it. But in the event that you hear me talking to somebody, I'm not crazy. He's just sitting over here off camera with the goodies. So if you guys are ready, we're just going to jump into episode 2.
The housekeeper was no stranger to muddy footprints. A few times a year, it seemed, she started her days with a mop. Always the same path.
And did you notice in the first episode she never ate?
Yeah.
The door got stuck. It was stuck and we couldn't get it open. Honest.
She was in there so long she fell asleep.
And the mess in the hall? It's just a bit of mud. Well, I forgive you. But I'm afraid I don't believe you. That's the issue.
I'm messing with my fire, y'all. It ain't working. I'll get to that later.
Miles!
Throw that
Miles, it's just not
So it's either a trash chute or a laundry chute. So that house is old.
What do you mean at me? You. That was entirely unacceptable, and now you are going to finish mopping. But that's not fair. It's just a bit of mud. Now you'll finish mopping, while Flora and I go get her doll back.
Hi, Owen.
Flora?
Come on.
I don't like the cellar. It's perfectly dreadful down there. Can I stay and have a glass of orange juice with Owen, please? I'm sorry, I'm not being cheeky or anything. It's just, I quite hate the cellar. It's perfectly dreadful.
I'm gonna have to Google exactly
Alright.
what cheeky
I'll just be a
means.
sec. Somebody's brother threw their doll down the
No.
Brothers can be perfectly dreadful sometimes, can't they?
He isn't, though. He really isn't.
You have a fine heart, miss.
Hell no.
How would the dog have gotten it?
No, how would the doll be standing straight up if it fell down the little laundry chute?
Look who I found. What's her name?
She can't remember.
See, I like Flora less and less every time we talk to her.
For protection?
No, I took it down
Why?
because it doesn't work.
Is everything okay?
Right, boys, let's settle down. Find our seats, shall we? Welcome. Good morning, gentlemen. I trust you all had a very festive Christmas. Congratulations. Seems like you've made it through the winter, though not without a few casualties. I'm afraid Brian Duncan won't be joining us for a bit. Yes?
Is he ill?
No, Mr.
Nosy
Cooper,
little-
nothing quite so serious. He took a bit of a tumble. He is on the mend and will be back with us shortly. So, shall we begin? Tim, send us into the swine. Let us enter them. So, he gave them permission. And the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine. And the herd rushed down the deep slope into the lake and were drowned there. So, there we have it. That's no doubt, once they get wind of this conversation.
They needed permission, the demons,
Permission to...
to enter the pigs.
Ah, yes, they did.
Did they need it for him, though? Did they need it for the man?
Excellent question, Wingrave. And that actually is the big takeaway here, so thank you for asking that. John 16:22.
So, also, you now indeed have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man shall take from you.
What does he do?
Trouble began as
Climbing
trouble
for
often
no
does,
reason? I don't know.
with an accident. Or so it will be called.
Is he about to fall from the tree?
Look.
He about to fall from the tree. Oh, they all do.
First of all, you ain't gotta keep following him.
Miles!
Wingrave!
Alright, so Miles is possessed. Touching.
I'm glad you're alright. Why'd you do it?
Thank you.
Do what? Why'd you jump? Just looking for the right key. What was that? I didn't jump. I fell. I saw you jump. I fell.
You ain't see
Yeah.
shit. You don't know nothing.
If you ever need anything, I'm here for you, mate. Okay?
These mature 7, 8-year-olds.
Right? I recognize your depression,
We are here for mental health, y'all.
mental health awareness.
Check on your partners.
Talk to somebody. I do. Weekly. Oh. Is that his little friend?
Is he about to kill somebody?
Tap out.
Wingrave!
Did he kill that little boy?
Trooper!
That is his little friend. Why you choke him?
Are you okay? Can you breathe? Pidge. Pidge over there. They're the only innocents.
And it wasn't fair, was it?
Oh well.
What Jesus did to the pigs in the demon story.
Maybe not. The Lord works in mysterious ways. A cliche, I know, but true. And death is something to mourn, not fear. And you've had to deal with death far, far more than a child your age should. Far more. They're in a better place, Miles. I don't know everything, but I do know that much. They're in a better place.
They're not coming back.
Afraid not.
That's not fair either.
Just
Shit.
Yeah, who that?
Start with an apology and go from there. He's correct about your special circumstances, but I at least have to insist on the apology. For God's sake, we at least have to have that. Speak! An animal is dead because of you, Engrave.
That doesn't mean go.
What did you say?
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
I know you are, Miles.
He said dead doesn't
I
mean
know
gone.
that. And I
That's
also know
exactly
that
what he said.
together, you
I'm
and I.
sorry. I didn't do worse.
Oh,
Cut off its head. Spread out the insides.
Time to go.
Burn it.
You gotta go
I'm sorry
home.
I didn't do worse.
It's time
Right.
to go.
kick him out.
Get Master Wingrave's uncle on the telephone,
Yeah.
please.
Right now.
I'm sorry, Father. I needed to find your key. That's all.
And so, the reason for Miles' expulsion was difficult to pin down. He was expelled, it turned out, for an injury, an accident, a crime, a fight, and finally, in a front. Why he'd done any of these things, no one would understand. Only the letter from Flora, delivered when he arrived, forgotten in the dormitory, would offer a possible clue as to why he tried so hard to be sent home.
She's still not eating.
No.
What are you up to?
Hannah's got the
What's
day
her
off, it
excuse
seems.
gonna be this time?
Your missus got the children checked.
Yeah. For real? Nice. Flora, you cleaned. How sweet of you. You're welcome. I put all your things into the wardrobe in chest of drawers.
Chest of drawers.
She cleaned her room?
Yeah.
Are you cross with me?
Are those the glasses of that thing
I found these too. I didn't break
in the
them.
mirror?
I promise. They were like this already.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Excuse me a minute.
So is she being haunted by somebody? Is that why she all claustrophobic and shit?
Where are you off to?
Heading back to the garden. There are a few more weeds to pull.
Trying to earn time off for good behaviour then.
Have a lovely afternoon, Jamie, darling.
Darling.
Miles is a weird kid.
He's possessed.
I mean, I know, but
Clayton?
Salt and
Might
butter.
I have a word?
Shut up.
Yeah, sure thing.
In private.
What?
So?
I'd like to apologise. For all of it. For locking me in the wardrobe closet, for the mess in the hall. All of it. But most importantly, for being such a child about it. Being around Flora, I sometimes forget myself.
What the fuck?
Wow. That's,
I think Flora just misses Miss Jessel terribly. So we play little games to keep her from feeling sad. It's such a draining thing. Dealing with children.
Yo. He is possessed by
Some old man, first of all.
I swear to God. Hey, it's just a few flowers. Oh, sure. Well, that's fine then. A little boy cut a few flowers. What's the big... They weren't ready to be cut. Look, I have a way of doing things, and I don't like people messing about with my garden. No, you're right. You're right. I'll talk to him. Of course. Look, we just go back to the bit where you were acting mental and I had to talk you down. Great day. Oh, now, I've got a little surprise set up for the kiddos if you want to join.
No, I couldn't.
Are you right?
Well, you're fine. I just, I haven't been sleeping very well. I think I'll turn in for the night.
She's very twitchy.
Good night.
Good night.
You did so well that as a reward, we can play a game. Any game you like.
We'll be back in our beds before too long. Right? Can't be out of our rooms too late.
You won't.
Hide and seek.
No.
Okay, hide and seek, sure.
I knew it.
No.
All right, Pumas.
Please?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God. They already done locked her in a closet once. Like, I don't understand. Mm-mm.
Who was that?
I don't want to know. But I bet you Danny Little knows
Not
he
down
can do
here,
that.
are you? This week is off limits, game or not. Okay?
So why you going there?
Well, remember, last episode, she had already been in here.
I know, but still. That ain't part of hide and seek.
Jesus, Miles.
Got you.
I'm supposed to be looking for you, and this wind is
I'm
all...
going to stop counting, and it'll be your time to run and hide. I'll find you.
Ease up. Ease up. One, two, three, four. Now, get him off her.
Uh-oh.
said come home.
Okay. I don't know how I feel.
Flora's his girlfriend.
But I thought the girl in the picture was
Or no,
they first
not his
nanny.
girlfriend. Yeah, that's who Flora is possessed by. The nanny.
I don't think Flora possessed though. I think Flora just obviously sees the ghost people. I don't think I'm going with Flora ain't possessed right now. Not right now.
The way she be snapping.
Because Danny be touching her dolls. Like, you be having her Flora fucked up. Like, you talking about clean up. Ain't nobody tell you to reach under my cabinet, and I feel Flora on that. I don't think Flora possessed. But Miles, clearly, which this now explains, to me at least, why he peeked at her in the first episode. Because if that's who you were possessed by, like, okay, Miles wasn't being a creepy little pervert kid. He was possessed by suave, debonair ghost. I don't know. And I'm going to go with maybe that's what was going on in school. Or maybe that's when it started. Because of the question that he asked in class about, like, did demons need permission to enter people the same way they needed permission to go into the pigs?
Yeah. Something wrong with Flora. I don't care.
I mean, I want to like her because she's cute. She say cute words, but it just seemed like every conversation we have with Flora, I just like her a little less. It never goes well. At some point, conversations with Flora always go left. And I'm still very curious as to why Miss Gross doesn't eat. Because this has now been several scenes with people eating or drinking around her. And all she doing is sipping her tea. I'm going to call it and say Owen and Jamie are probably the only other two normal people in the situation besides Danny.
I don't think anybody's normal.
Owen doesn't give me, like, weird vibes.
And that's exactly why I don't feel like he's normal.
He's the cook. He be just trying to mind his business. And Jamie just, well, okay, there might be something a little off with Jamie because she did seem very upset over those flowers. Like, I get it. It's your job. You the gardener. You work on these flowers day in and day out. But like Danny said, the boy just cut some flowers. And she was really about to, like, go hang him off a banister or something.
The lady telling the story is either...
Nope, you gotta pick one. I'm gonna call it now. So, we have a disagreement. I say that the lady that started this, that was telling the story in the first place, is Danny. That's what I'm saying. Continue.
I'm gonna go with the same thing.
You said Flora.
No, because Flora's too young.
Oh, so now you want to change your shit. Okay, so yeah, we gonna call it. And for the moment, subject to change, we gonna go with the old lady telling the story at the beginning is Danny. I think that was a good summary for episode 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got for right now. I don't have any additional pieces to add. Except the thing in the cellar. That was a little weird. And
the lady upstairs, who was behind Flora.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, the doll people, like, she was just humming along with some, like, doll demon in the basement. And the girl that we saw that Danny kind of not really followed into, like, the forbidden section of the house. Who is that? Like, is that the little doll that be, like, under the dresser? And is that why we're all not supposed to come out of our room at night? Because Flora was very specific about that when Danny arrived. And when the game started, Flora made it a point to ask, are we all going to be back in our room soon? But then that seemed like a very long game of hide and seek for her to be worried about getting back to her room.
It's a big ass house.
True. Well, I guess that's it for episode 2. And we will see what crazy things they have in store for episode 3. I guess we'll see if Miss Gross eats. My bet is on no.